What is up, everybody? It is Sunday. It is 8:01 Pacific Standard Time. As always, do you know where your cryptids are?
Yeah,
Welcome to season 5.
5, man. We made it 5 seasons?
We made it 5 seasons. We are getting ready to get up to that almighty 100th episode, which it'll be a watch party of some shape or form.
Nice.
It'll probably be one of our stuff, or if we can get not copyrighted, we'll watch our documentary.
Right.
I think maybe we ought to watch our stuff. It would be easier just to slam on our own people.
Well, yeah, and we could definitely comment better on our stuff than, yeah. Because we have lived it.
As we have.
I think it'd be cooler to see your guys' stuff.
But I'm actually stoked for the what we got going for this month, actually.
Ghost hunters, paranormal investigators, talking about those who have paved the way for us to do what we do.
Absolutely.
Even though there will probably be 1 or 2 episodes that James just probably cracks a fresh bottle and finishes before we're even done.
Don't tempt me. I'll have a fresh bottle sitting here when we hit the Ed and Lorraine. That son of a bitch will be empty before halfway through. I'll be just sitting here, just nonstop. Either that or I'll get one of those little hats with the straw, just going.
Don't tempt me, James. I'll look up one on Amazon and have it rush delivered.
I know you would.
I will have that thing rush delivered just so we can have that happen.
Yeah. Jack one side, Coke on the other.
Yeah, just filter them down.
Oh, damn it. This is good.
All right. We talked about it. We are in the Has Holzer Paranormal Investigator Month. I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Top of the hour, we have nothing new to divulge. The walks are done. Ticket sales were not the greatest this year, but it will not deter us. We will continue doing them. They are fun and interesting.
No, and I think we will have some newer stuff next year, right?
We should have some newer stuff next year.
Or even updated information.
Well, we always update every year. That's the beautiful thing about research.
Yeah.
Till that point, Tammy.
Take her away. I'm sorry, jumping ahead.
Well, I'm excited we're in season 5. And tonight we're talking about paranormal investigator Hans Holzer. He said this month we're going to be featuring stories about several famous paranormal investigators, some that we've heard about in previous seasons. And we all know who they are. But, so we're going to start on a cold day in January 26, 1920, in Vienna, Austria. A future pioneer was born to Leo and Martha Holzer. And that was little Hans. Hans' destiny wasn't written in the textbooks, it was whispered. His uncle Henry ignited his spark, and he would tell him stories about the supernatural world, ghost stories and things, and it got little Hans so excited from the moment he could listen. And so he wasn't just daydreaming, he was a scholar. He dove into archaeology and ancient history at the University of Vienna. And they lived there until 1938, when, just before World War II, his family was Jewish. And so with everything going on, they made their daring escape to America. And so they fled here, and he started studying at Columbia University. He initially mastered Japanese, but soon his other passions took over. He became a student of the mysterious. He dedicated his intellect to comparative religion and parapsychology. parapsychology. He even claimed a PhD from the London College of Applied Science, although it has never been proven that he actually had a PhD. They said added to his mystique that.
How can it not be?
I don't know.
I mean, you should be able to go and check records.
Well,
Or
maybe
did they not have
he made
records
it up.
back in the day?
Well, they didn't have computers, so they probably didn't have records. Maybe they burn up or something. You never know.
Books, ledgers.
Yeah, it seems like there'd be something.
Ed and Lorraine.
But it says,
I don't know. I mean, there are websites currently where you can get ordained, and then you go through and you put in your little thing, and you get like a honorary doctorate of everything under the sun. Not that any of us would, get ordained online and happen to get a few of those doctorates, to put up on his wall or nothing.
I think we need to have a couple made up for us.
Yeah, same here. There's all kinds of certificates you can get online. But,
You
can be a Jedi Master too.
Oh, I know.
I think we probably got ordained at the same place.
And we're starting to go off the rails. All right.
7 minutes in, we're already off.
Good evening,
okay, so
Julie.
Holzer wasn't content. He wasn't content to just read about the spirits. He taught others how to find them. He brought the study of the afterlife into his classroom. He taught parapsychology at the New York Institute of Technology. But his biggest legacy, his explosive writing career. Has Holzer became a literary powerhouse, penning over 120 books, although I believe that that's more like 140 books. And it explored every spectral corner, from classic hauntings to the deep mysteries of the afterlife. He didn't just write about ghosts, he brought their stories to life. And then he got married.
And then it was all done.
He married, he married the daughter of a Russian count, Countess Catherine Alexeyevna, in 1962. They had 2 daughters named Nadine and Alexandra. And they got divorced in 1986, but they remained friendly to each other. Even prior to his death at the age of 89, he recalled that the times he shared with Catherine as fond times. He gave himself the honorary title of professor and definitely considered himself a scientist. He lived in the Upper West Side of Manhattan. He really liked having guests over to his apartment so he could talk about his life and all of his books and his outlook on the world. So you knew if you were going there, you were going to be there for a long time, listen to all of his stories. He lived in the same apartment for 47 years. And he loved it there from the time he moved in 1962 until his death in 2009 after a long illness. I wonder if he had ghosts in his apartment.
Interesting.
But,
Julie says she will now be known as Professor Julie. You know what? As our number one fan, we hereby bestow upon you the honorary title of Professor of Unleashed Julie.
Yay! So
it was a long night for 2 of us last night. We ended up going to a concert.
But that's okay. I mean, I'm a little lively tonight. I'm just starting to drink. Hell. I actually got some sleep
I was out
today.
late last night too, and then I worked today. So he tried to join the army. Well, no, I guess he didn't try to join the army. It was the World War II Army draft. So they wanted him to join the army, but he had anxiety in closed rooms, so they didn't let him in. But he was offered a position with the OSS, which later became the CIA, But he turned down that job because he wanted to finish college and he needed to take care of his parents. But during the war, he served as a foreign correspondent and traveled all over Europe. In the 1960s, he went to the United Kingdom and learned about witches and witchcraft. He was able to spend time with prominent figures and recorded the interviews and ceremonies on film. And while various cultures have ancient traditions of dealing with spirits, Holzer is often given the title of Father of American Ghost Hunting. And that was for a few key reasons that set him apart from early spiritualists and researchers. We'll just go with that. I can't pronounce some of these. So he had a systematic approach. Holzer was among the first to bring somewhat systematic, though still controversial, approach to the field, combining historical research with the use of a medium like Ethel Myers to gather information. But I guess he didn't use the Warrens.
Well, I mean,
I was going to say,
he did.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, James. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, I would have thought Ed was the father of American ghost hunting as much as he's into everything. I mean, shit.
And it sounded like they got started around about the same time.
All right.
Ed was in the war.
Might have been first. Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and just keep it with Hans because I like him better than Ed and Lorraine.
Well, he was a prolific author and embraced television appearances, successfully marketing the idea of ghost hunting to a mass American audience starting in the 1960s. But he liked to focus on the human element. Unlike the demonologists like the Warrens, Holzer focused predominantly on residual and intelligent human spirits. His main goal was often to help these spirits move on or achieve resolution, which he called spiritual clearance.
I'm liking this guy
already. He had a little bit different. Yeah, he had different beliefs than the Warrens, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because the Warrens are all like demonic and
everything's a demon. It's all a demon. It's all a demon. Demon, 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 demon.
Demon!
Every time we say demon, James takes a shot.
Oh, well, I'd run out of alcohol because I'd be sitting there saying demon all night long.
No. It's supposed to be every time I make a mistake speaking.
Oh, that is not very often. I'll stay sober all night.
Well, we can always find another Spanish legend, and I'll read it.
No.
James will make it about 10 minutes.
Oh, shit.
You'll need that beer helmet, which, by the way, that's your Christmas gift. That's going to happen.
No.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening.
With the DBK logo on it.
Why not? Why not? We'll start marketing everything.
Oh.
We will be the new Kiss. We will market everything. We'll slap that Unleashed label on absolutely everything. Beer mugs, beer hats, T-shirts.
What the hell did I get myself into?
Bacon.
No. I see that.
DBK bacon.
I see that. I'm just not responding to that. Bacon. Oh, hell.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He can't hold himself together right now.
Okay. So,
All right.
Laura Sid Brockway did an interview with Holzer in 1998. In talking about Holzer, she calls him the world's most noted counselor to disembodied spirits. He said, "I'm a scientist, and this is not a mean to know, it's a means to quest for knowledge. It's never finite. It always keeps changing and moving, and you learn new things. But you do have to have standards. And he said, and scientific standards preclude me from accepting some of these fantasies. Which is not, what the Warrens would say.
No, they'd say demons.
Yeah. So when asked if he believed in ghosts, he said, I don't believe in anything. Belief is the uncritical acceptance of something you can't prove. I work on evidence. I either know or I don't know. There are 3 dirty words in my vocabulary: belief, disbelief, and supernatural. They don't exist. There's no supernatural world. Everything that exists is natural. He said, okay, so I believe that this sets Hans apart from some of the other paranormal investigators like the Warrens, because they use supernatural to describe most of their stories and demonic possessions and most of the stories that we heard last month. So when he was asked what the difference between a ghost and a spirit was, he responded by saying, we are all spirits. We simply get rid of the outer layer when we pass on, and underneath there's really a duplicate layer. At death, the physical body is worn out and dissolved. So the inner body is where we live. So we need to have an atmosphere, a dimension that fits the inner body, and that's the world of the spirit, or the etheric world. The etheric world is all around us. At death, we ride out into that world, and we are right there. However, once in a while, something goes wrong when somebody passed from the physical state. He describes the ghost as a situation where death is not smooth. Trauma, an unacceptable accident, or shock or surprise will in some cases cause a personality to go into a state of psychotic shock, and they're not aware that they passed on. They can see everyone, but nobody can see them. A ghost is someone who's gotten stuck in the physical world, but is not part of the world. Then they do things to get attention, not to frighten people, but just to get attention. Holzer found that 75 to 80% of the sightings or auditory phenomena are not really people stuck in our atmosphere, but they're replays from the past.
Well, that's a whole lot, right?
He believed in life after death. Go ahead. What was that?
I'm just saying that's a whole lot of info right there in that paragraph. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like
that was my favorite.
I mean, he pretty much.
So he believed.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, he just believed in life after death, as well as the existence of ghosts, spirits, and stay-behinds. He would say that ghosts were imprints left on the environment that were picked up by sensitive people. Spirits are intelligent beings that could interact with the living, and the stay-behinds were those who found themselves earthbound after death.
Okay, well let's.
I found that part really interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's basically saying a lot of, like James said, there was a lot said in that one little bit that, it's not demon. But he's laying out something that's a little bit more material.
Right.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I can can feel it. I can understand how he's bringing that across. Not like I could sit there. We could all go out and do our own ghost hunting and do it our own different ways, but his almost sounds like the blueprint of how it should be done. Even though there's really no right way per se to do it. That's what.
It reminds me of the show The Ghost Whisperer.
The Ghost Whisperer?
Yeah, with Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I watched every season
and where she, yeah, it's like where she's helping those that you know, are stuck.
Yep.
I really like that show.
Well, see, that's kind of where DBK got it. It's three fundamental pillars: help the living, help the dead, and then of course there's bucket lists. You know, the trips that we want to go on, the places we want to investigate that are just secondary. You help the living first and foremost. You help the dead second, and then if you get a bucket list item, you get a bucket list item. You know, I don't know, maybe like Stanley Motel.
That's a great location. You know, it's just like Guardian Angel Paranormal Society. You know, we just believe every ghost or spirit has a story to tell. We are there to tell that story. You know?
And you guys do a great job at it, by the way.
We try, thank you. But, yeah.
I want to go to Stanley.
Huh? Stanley?
I want to go to Stanley.
Yeah, we're past due. We're about 10 years past due. Give or take. I mean, we've been there 4 or 5 times. So we need all of us need to take a big old trip to the Stanley.
Big road trip?
Okay.
That would be so cool.
I did the road trip during the winter. That was not fun.
Well, we'd have to go during the summer, and Julie says that Stanley isn't too far from me.
Have you been there, Julie? I would like to know. I mean, like I've said in past podcasts, the 4th floor, it is what they say it is. No joke. And I'm still looking for that photo I want to show you, Doc.
She has not been.
I
think it's only about 3 hours from where my daughter lives.
And I love the little town right there next to it, Estes Park. Oh my God. I told Heidi, I said, that's where I want to retire to. Estes Park.
Julie's 2 boys have been to the Stanley.
Nice.
Well, Julie, if we ever make it down to the Stanley, you'll have to come out and investigate with us.
Yes, I agree, Julie. Very nice area over there.
Hang on, Professor Julie. We gave her that. We gave her the other word.
Professor.
We can add on to it, Julie. Professor, Doctorate, Julie. Doctor, Professor, Julie.
PhD. Put that in there.
Just call me Gene Simmons. I'll slap DBK on damn near any product out there. No, we're not tired. I am. Okay, sorry about that, Tim. You burned a little bit of time there. Yes, Professor Dr. Julie. That is your new name, Professor Dr. Julie.
Oh, hell, that's going to be fun to remember. Oh, man, at this rate, man, we're going to have her on here just for an episode. Have 4 of us on.
If she's up for it, why not?
Oh, hell. All right.
All right, sorry. All right, back to his most famous case.
His most famous case was the Amityville horror case. It was January 1977, and he took spiritual medium Ethel Myers with him. She claimed that the house had been built over an ancient Native American burial ground. In her claim, the angry spirit of the Shinnecock Indian chief Rolling Thunder had possessed Ronald Defoe Jr. This drove him to murder the Defoe Jr. family, or the Defoe family. The local historical society debunked the theory. They said that that tribe didn't live there, and that there was nothing in there about a burial ground.
Well, I mean, here's one case where 2 of our investigators all seem to convene on one area. Because the Amityville was also where the Warrens happened to go to.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. I think he may have beaten him there.
Well, I don't think the Warrens did a
Or no,
full
he was after
investigation.
him.
No.
He was after them because I think they went in, they did an initial, and then they left.
I think they
And
were,
I'm like,
I think they were in 76 and he went in 77
That's
something like that.
Because when we did the Amityville, you would have thought his name would have been brought up in there somewhere, and I don't recall that being brought up after the Warrens.
yeah, I don't remember. That was
Too many episodes ago.
That was a month ago.
That's what I'm saying. About a month ago. Too long ago. For two guys that have been tired for a month plus.
Amityville, season 4, episode 15.
Okay, so
it was
More than
6 episodes.
September.
Yeah.
It was September because October was possessions and poltergeist.
See?
Well, now we got, as always in the paranormal field, new information always comes to light.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I've heard that in several different pieces I was researching when I was doing the Amityville horror one. Never heard Holzer's name, but I heard several different things about them thinking that was a burial ground.
Mm-hmm.
Just was coming from different directions. But so Holzer's major contributions in his works was his book Ghost Hunter that came out in 1963. It's considered a foundational text in the modern genre. And his most popular, or he popularized the story of the burning love ghost at the Theater Saint Germain in New York. And his theory for the Amityville horror, as we discussed, focused on the Native American burial ground and the spirit of Chief Rolling Thunder. Now, according to the website Den of Geek, the paranormal subgenre of reality television exploded around 2005, a trend that continues today with numerous series on networks such as the Travel Channel and A&E, and they have expanded online. 4 decades prior, Has Holzer was one of America's first famous ghost hunters, preceded by Ed and Lorraine Warren. He was the king of all paranormal media, said Dave Schrader, lead investigator of the Travel Channel's unscripted series The Holzer Files, which re-examined Holzer's cases, and the host of the popular paranormal radio show Beyond the Darkness. He was like the Howard Stern of his time, and he was on TV, he wrote movies, he wrote books. He became our first multimedia spokesperson for the paranormal, says Jeff Bellinger, author of more than a dozen books on the paranormal, and he was the co-host producer of New England Legends podcast and long-term writer-researcher on Travel's Ghost Adventures. He had the personality for it, he had the storytelling ability, and he was putting himself out there at a time where nobody else was. He cared about the cases and the people no matter what. And that's the business he was in, having people welcome him into their homes to talk about something deeply personal, deeply profound, and he captured those stories. And this is something I thought was really cool, is actor and writer Dan Aykroyd was so enthralled by the work of Holzer that he wrote a movie that became a series of ghost-themed adventures. He wrote the Ghostbusters franchise. And so his inspiration for Ghostbusters was Holzer.
Well, I mean,
I like
okay. Holzer and the Warrens, they truly did approach each case in their own way.
Yeah.
One, it was more friendly. We're gonna work on this. We're gonna figure this out. And the other one is all demons.
Yeah, I think I would like Holzer better than Ed and Lorraine. I think they'd probably scare me some.
Yeah.
Well,
I definitely would like to work. I would have loved to work with Hans.
Yeah.
I think all of the people we're talking about this month, they've all contributed something to the paranormal field.
True.
And some you could. There's good things with the Warrens. There's bad things with the Warrens. There's things, they had ways of working things that were pretty cool, pretty innovative. Holzer, on the other hand, I enjoyed his stuff. Um, my mentors actually learned from his stuff, so they took from Holzer and kind of ran with it. So I guess you can say that my mentors, who mentored me, were mentored in passing by Hans Holzer. So it's kind of a little flow through.
That's cool.
I don't know if my mentors actually worked with Holzer, or they were just inspired by Holzer by reading his books and everything else.
Well, there's 140 of them to read.
Well, okay. Current time, you can always get on an AI thing and you can write 1,000 books with AI and have them published once a month, or you could be like Hans Holzer, who was around before AI and wrote all the books himself.
With an old typewriter.
Right.
Well, see, that's even better.
And he also said that when people asked him, well, do you go back and edit your stories after you initially write them? He goes, no, because they're perfect the first time. So he never edited his stuff. He just wrote it.
The guy was good at what he did.
But then they also
Yeah, he
kind of
was.
leads you to believe if did he actually get everything in the first go round, and if he remembered something later, he just didn't obviously edit it. That include it.
He put it in another book.
The forgotten, yeah.
Well, I mean, that could be like, if he forgot something on one, then maybe he put it in the second, just like, our show about the movie Communion, that author, who wrote 6, 7 books all in one encounter. That was, who was that guy? Gotta go back to my notes here.
Oh my God, he's got to go way back.
Whitney Schreiber, season 3, episode 7.
Holy shit!
Going way back.
Way back. Damn.
Yes, Whitney Schreiber, he wrote a lot of books, but a lot of them were Communion. And then, I forgot stuff from the initial. And then I forgot stuff from that one. And there was new information.
That makes you want to believe nothing.
But 140 books, you know what? He wrote them. Good on him, and he's got a good working attitude to this thing, where not everything is a demon that needs to be purged.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tammy, go ahead.
Well, Hans Holzer died on April 26, 2009, at his home in New York City at the age of 89. His daughter, Alexandra Holzer, confirmed the death of the paranormal investigator, author, and self-proclaimed ghost hunter. He was a vegan, a Wiccan high priest, and a supporter of reincarnation because he believed that he had fought in the 1692 Battle of Glencoe. His daughter has continued as a paranormal investigator after his death. After he died, his daughter, Alexandra, reported that she and her husband communicate with his spirit, and that he has communicated a message saying, "I'm still alive," which is something that he said when he was alive. And
Interesting.
that's all she wrote. I do want to go watch those Holzer File shows you were telling me about.
Yeah, there's 2 seasons on that Holzer Files that Dave Schrader and a couple other people did. They were redoing his cases. Fascinating. I loved every episode. I mean, that was back in 2019, so 10 years after his death. It's still kind of fresh in the mind, in a sense. I was disappointed when it didn't continue on. I had that shit on record.
Those were good shows.
And I mean, they were even using his original audio in some of those episodes. I'm not sure if it was every episode or every few episodes, but yeah, it was fascinating. And I think he used that psychic medium Ethel for pretty much all of those investigations.
Yeah, so he used
that was
the one.
who he partnered with.
Yeah.
The most, yeah. For sure.
Maybe we need to do a month of psychics.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
We know a few.
Yeah, we know a few.
I only trust one.
We know a couple that would come on here just to bash us.
Of course.
We know one. We know one that would get on here and just bash the hell out of us.
Yeah.
I don't want to say we all don't get along, but we don't get along.
Yeah. We don't want that person tainting what we got going.
No, it don't. Not good.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
No. Yeah.
Do we want to just jump in a skeptic's corner and run?
Sure. I'm trying to see if I can find anything else. Yeah.
All right. The only thing skeptical I've got on this one would be the fact that he was famous for the Amityville Horror House. The Warrens were famous for the Amityville Horror House. I guess we'd have to figure out exactly when the Warrens were in. Because I know that the Amityville case, I believe they showed up. They were there for a little bit. And then I think they ended up getting in a fight and being kicked off the property. So I don't think they actually ever finished anything. If that's what I'm remembering as correct.
Mm-hmm.
They got in a huge fight with the homeowner. And they were kicked out.
Right.
So maybe that's why Hans Holzer is not really mentioned when we were talking about the Warrens and their investigation, because if they were kicked out, then
The Warrens investigated the Amityville house on March 6th of 1976. And then the family fled the house, or they had fled the house in January of that year. So yeah, Holzer would have been a year later. It says their findings and events were used in the 1977 book. So he investigated it in 77, so I wonder if it was after the book came out.
could be.
It says they were among the first investigators in the Amityville haunting.
Yeah, because I know they took pictures, because there's the one famous picture of the ghost child upstairs that's supposed to be one of the DeFeos. But, I mean, this also might be one of those cases, let's say like the Klondike, where 1,000 teams have been in and out of that place left and right, and, you know. It's just because the Warren did something and say they cleared it doesn't mean that the next team didn't come in and go, hey, we found some stuff. I think James and I can attest to that. To be in the Klondike, we weren't the first teams in there.
No.
There's been a multitude of teams in and out of the Klondike. Which, by the way, Lorraine Warren was actually in the Klondike.
What?
Yes, Lorraine Warren was in the Klondike.
Serious? Now you're just trying to ruin the Klondike for me.
She was in the Klondike with Ryan Buell from Paranormal State. God, I don't remember the episode number, but the whole premise of that show was they were on a road trip and they were just going to stop at the first place they hit, which ironically was St. Helens, which is in the middle of pretty much nowhere. And they were asking about it, and they went down and did a Klondike investigation.
Yeah, any kind of footage on that, I would actually like to see it.
I believe it is on Amazon.
Of course.
Plus, it might actually. I mean, any place that would show Paranormal State, the series. Somebody has a laptop up. I don't. I'll try to pull mine up real quick.
Okay, let's see.
Paranormal State ran for 6 seasons.
And did a 3-day investigation, and she claimed it was very active, very haunted, and says a man was shot there.
Well, we know a man was shot there.
Yeah, that's all she. Let's see.
Do you know what season and episode that was?
Let's see. I am trying to find. This was someone's blog. Let's see. Oh, I found a list of their episodes.
Yeah, so I'm trying to.
Is that the one of the aggressive spirit in the bar named Charlie?
Okay. Charlie's been in the bar.
Okay, then that would be episode season 1, episode 9. He likes to break wine glasses. Is that our guy?
No, that's Brian's bar. That's not us.
Okay.
Is it?
That's Brian's bar. Yeah. Not that one.
Ooh, they did one in Bandon too.
I'm looking. I'm going through them.
Yeah. Oh, what about this one? Oh. Not that one. Well, we're all sitting here checking it out. We all want to know. We all want to know.
We've got dead air going on.
Yeah.
But no, I remember the Klondike actually had like a watch party for that thing.
Oh, cool. Well, they did a bed and breakfast in Eugene, in season 5. Oh, season 5, episode 7. With time off between cases, the PRS visit a random town picking St. Helens, Oregon. They visit the local historic society for info on the alleged paranormal hotspots and investigate the Klondike restaurant where they say a murder may have taken place.
So season 5,
Episode 7.
episode 7.
Yeah, November
I'm on
7th,
season
2000 or 2010.
So
2010,
what's funny
Oh, yeah,
about this is I think this was on TV not too long ago, and I happened to watch it as a replay. I should have known it was season 5, episode 7. Because when this stuff comes on, I'm generally on top of it. Anything paranormal on TV, I try to watch.
Yeah, Paranormal
The title
Detour.
was Paranormal.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't even say it's St. Helens.
No.
Yeah, Julie says, I think we all found it at the same time.
The Professor Doctor.
Yeah.
Professor Doctor found it. Yeah, so they rolled in, they did the thing. Chip Coffey was here. Lorraine Warren was there. She did say a few things that were on point of a dark spirit that was there, which, James, you and I would know that dark spirit as the madam.
Yeah. Good old madam. Hate that woman. If you want
Never get back in to talk to her. But yeah, 2010, when that came out, they were having a big old watch party down at the Klondike Fort. That was when it was still the other owner that let ghost investigators in all the time and have free reign of the place after dark.
I can't remember who it was, but they were great to work with.
Oh, they were wonderful to work with. You just walk in the door and go, hey, I'm a paranormal investigator. I'd like to have this place for the night. And they'd say, all right, here's the key.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Man.
It's like the Klondike. We discussed the Klondike. It seems like every episode, just like the Ed and Lorraine's. Why are those two always so synonymous with each other?
Because we love the Klondike. We want to be in the Klondike. We want to be there. Julianne says paranormal state is full of crap, though.
Are we going to have to do a not paranormal state? Hashtag not paranormal state?
Probably have to be hashtag not Ryan Buell.
All right.
Now, Julie, I'm only saying that the one thing that they said was a dark spirit in the hotel that was hostile, and we can attest to that one thing.
That one situation, yes, absolutely.
We can verify there is one hostile black entity there. It's the madam. She wears all black.
Dude, when we start doing these documentaries, that Klondike's gonna have to be like 1 or 2 documentaries in itself.
We're gonna have to sweet talk the boss there, man. We're gonna have to talk to the owners and do what we gotta do.
Yeah. Get plenty of footage the first night out or 2 and make it into at least a 3-4 hour split up,
Part 1, part 2.
Sure.
And if everybody was paying attention, you would have caught on a future announcement.
What was that future announcement again? No, I know. I'm just kidding.
I'm interested.
I see it up there. Over there. There. Well, whichever side of the screen it's on.
Every time the side of the screen is on, we are going to be expanding.
Oh, yeah, the upper right corner. Yeah.
It no longer says DBK Unleashed. It's been branded with the new outreach, the new side bit.
So we're going to have to be getting to work on that and spending a lot more time together. Not a bad thing.
It's good that we're all friends. We can tuck the wives at the bar and they can go drinking while we're investigating.
And smoking cigars.
And smoking cigars.
After the fact.
Yeah, definitely after the fact. Well, I mean, if we could be smoking while filming, it would be great. Not doing an investigation, but smoking while maybe doing afterthoughts. But all right, we kind of got away from Hans Holzer. Hans Holzer, your 2 bits, James, go. Yes, no, fraud, good guy.
I think he's pretty legit. I mean, everything in that, that printout. I don't know. It touches me in a way that he's authentic, and compared to other paranormal investigators, and I mean, not the fact that I've watched the shows, which are obviously recreations, but just the way he goes about his investigations and the way he does it. I just saw the Dr. Professor here. She gives him a thumbs up. I don't know. I think that would be more, if I would have done things differently from the beginning, I probably would have done it the way he did it. It just sounds a little more, I don't want to say legit, because, it just seems more, I don't know what the words I'm looking for. Hell.
It's been a long weekend. It's been a long couple months.
Well, it's not that. No, and I'm not drunk. Shit, I haven't even had a full glass yet. I don't know. I mean, okay. During the episodes on TV, the Holzer Files, they used some of his audio recordings and things like that. You can hear it in his voice. The authenticity of what he's going through and dealing with at that particular time. And it doesn't sound like it's made up. It's a genuine, yes, this is what's there, what's going on, and all that. To me, I'm just going to say, yeah, I believe 100%.
Sammy?
Yeah, I believe it too. And he's, with the reading I was doing, he came across as more scientific and realistic, and less of the spiritual demon stuff. He was more, looking at it from the point of view of this is why things are this way. And I don't know. I really enjoyed reading about him, and found him more credible, I think, than some of the others I've read about. And I haven't watched the shows yet to hear how he sounds, but I have watched footage of Ed and Lorraine Warren, and hers definitely sounds more like a show, where I think his probably is more authentic, what he truly believes in.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'm going to say I probably would have wanted to learn from him.
Julie's asking, Tammy, are you okay?
Yeah. I dropped the water bottle on my toe. Yeah.
My 2 cents would be the fact that, because of the fact that my mentors were inspired by him, and that's the way they did the business. I've always kind of looked at Hans Holzer as more of a pillar of the paranormal community that probably doesn't get as much credit as he deserves, because the Warrens are got more of a famous streak to them. I think we should all, catch up on his stuff and read how he does it, and maybe incorporate that into the way we do our things.
Absolutely.
More humanity, less demon.
Well, that, and I think the fact that between him and the Warrens, to me, it seems like the Warrens were out there just for fame and fortune, whereas he was there to legitimately help the person he was there to help. That's just how I see it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're all tired. For those that didn't hear before, James and I went to a concert last night. I took him to his very first goth concert.
Yeah.
Good bands, good times. My voice is actually hanging out for a bit, so.
Too bad we couldn't hang out a little longer and have a smoke.
Yeah, but it's late. You had to race back, you know.
Yeah.
Julie says, "How was it?" They were great.
They were good.
Opening band was Grizz LL. Secondary band was the band Night, NITE. They had more of a goth 80s vibe going.
Mm-hmm.
And then the main band was Dead on a Sunday. You could tell that he was tired.
Dude, he looked stoned.
He might have been stoned, but he's also been touring since August, nonstop, all over the place. I mean, I looked at the tours on the back of the tour shirt, and he started at the end of August, and he was all up and down the East Coast, up into Canada, in the Midwest, all up and down the West Coast. And it's him and like two other guys, you know. So I'm sure at that point that he's just wiped out, exhausted. But he was trying. He was putting on a good concert.
Absolutely.
But you could tell he was tired when he walked on. The drums were a little bit overpowering where we were, but
yeah.
But we were on that side of the stage. Maybe it was better on the other side.
That is what it is.
Yeah, it was a good concert. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But until then, we're going to go ahead and get out of here because we're so far off the rails.
Well, I mean, you can't go do much more. I mean, do all that. We've hit Skeptic's Corner. We got a few times to just kill.
Yeah, we've been all over the board.
That we have. We haven't done
But
that
it
in a
was
while.
fun.
Well, anybody who tuned in the War Room, we actually ended up going about 40 minutes and had fun with that one.
That one was good.
More chatting than anything.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We're at the 59-minute mark. Some of us have got to go to bed because I've got a radio interview tomorrow morning. I got to get up and drag my ass to the station for. So.
And the Dr. Professor is out for the night.
Dr. Professor, good night from the Dr. Professor Julie. Everybody, as always, James got the last words.
Oh, keep your cryptids close and tight. Hug them all night. See you next week.